Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Tuesday, October 8th, 2019. In the headlines, today's Supreme Court case could change the workplace for LGBTQ employees. And let's read a little bit about the reporting, and then I'll show you what stands out yet again. Amy Stevens finally mustered the courage back in 2013 to tell her coworkers about something she had struggled with her entire life, her gender identity. You know, I want you to think about how the mainstream media calls people like myself mentally ill, people who ask rational questions, who point out logical fallacies. People like myself in the mainstream media are considered mentally ill. How does the mainstream media portray people who want to, cut off their penis or grow some boobies or be something they're not? Just think about that. The reporting goes on. I have known many of you for some time now, Stevens explained in a letter, and then she told them she had decided to have sex reassignment surgery and reject the sex she'd been assigned at birth. The first step I must take is to live and work full-time as a woman, Stevens wrote. I will return to work as my true self, she added, in an appropriate business attire. Not long after, she was fired from her job as the director of a funeral home, she sued. So, personally, I think, if people want to do this, they should be able to. That's freedom. I think it's weird. I think it's creepy. But, freedom. Important concept. I just want people to think about how the mainstream media demonizes truth seekers with labels and false accusations such as mental illness, but then promotes this weird fascination with being the sex that you weren't born as. Think about it. Now, as I pointed out for months, every time you get this propaganda programming, which it is, the same numbers are encoded. Amy Stevens equals 139 and 58. Freemasonry, of course, is 139 and 58. What controls this nation? Its government, its media, its propaganda. LGBTQ is also 58. Keep in mind, secret society is 58. And we've just been documenting the same thing, story after story. This story from June, 137 students walked through church doors to hold LGBTQ prom. So why did they report 137? An awkward, odd number, which doesn't even make sense for a dance. But of course, 137 represents homosexual, Tennessee where it happened. 137 is the 33rd prime number, gays 33. It's happened on a Sunday, 33. But notice this happened in Knoxville, Tennessee, which equals 58, like LGBQT. Knoxville, Tennessee is also 139. See how it works? Another recent story. Who could forget this one right here? Gay Hell, Michigan Pride Month stunt by YouTuber Elijah Daniel. June 17th, 2019. Pride Month. So, this happened in a town that was renamed Gay Hell, Michigan, which equals 271, the 58th prime number. Getting Freemasonry, secret society, 58, biblical, 58, LGBTQ, 58, Sodom and Gomorrah. Think about it. And again, just the numbers 322, 223, the numbers of Masonry coded all over the thing. It's no secret that Masons like to have sexual intercourse with animals in their lodges and other things like this. Not in all lodges, but in plenty. It's not too far off. So, anyway, I'd say go back and watch these videos, but they were deleted with the 18th channel deleted by Google for pointing out nothing but facts. See, you can't speak against facts. You can't put out logical, rational thoughts supported with evidence. This day and age, it's hate speech. You just got to bend over and take it up the ass like a good little sheep. And if you never heard my story about the workplace and transgender, I had to deal with it in Seattle about 10 years ago. I used to work at a teen homeless shelter, and we hired a transgender, a person converting from a woman to a man. She changed her name to Connor. And Connor was on testosterone pills, and Connor, as a new employee right from the beginning, would come in and rage, worked up, start arguments and fights with teenagers who are homeless do crazy stuff. I didn't want to get into it. I mean, it was just insane. Anybody else would have been fired, but the workplace said, we can't fire this person because it would look like discrimination since they're transgender. I just want you to think about the bullshit world we live in. A tranny comes in, a psychopath, which this person truly was, a fucking major disruption to the workplace, a true psychotic, and the workplace says they can't do anything about it because they might be sued for discrimination. That's when you know you live in bullshitville. That's when you realize your government is bullshit and protects bullshit and promotes bullshit. All this government wants is a fucked up, stupid populace, which is part of the reason they promote this shit, you know? Again, I do believe in freedom. If you want to mutilate yourself, by all means. But realize you probably are mentally ill. And that is something the media should be emphasizing along all these stories. But the media is not here to report facts. They're here to, again, program for what they want. A people destroyed and ruled over. We'll leave it there. Till next time.